Why are the alpha bros suddenly doing therapy podcasts? The same people who told you depression isn't real are now booking weekly Zoom calls with the psychiatrist.
Your responsibility within the world or what you want to be putting out there?
Yeah, I do. When I noticed how misogynistic a lot of my fans are and how angry they got at just seeing women on a screen, it's almost like I have a responsibility to try to steer them away from that, because I've went down that path and I got out of it, but it can go the wrong way.
They've just found a new way to manipulate you. Alpha bros don't want a partner. They want a mirror reflecting their ego back at them.
It was stupid. It was a waste of time. Personally, I think you always know the answer. Everything that you say in therapy, you know that you should just get over it and you should be forward thinking. The solution to all of your problems is just moving on with your life, really. I know that people have past things that they need to get over, but you could conversate with that with your friends, your family. You don't need to whine about it. And I feel like a lot of people go to therapy just like hearing themselves talk.
Hello everyone, I am Dreamer Angie. I am a psychiatrist and I'm making this video because I'm tired of people acting like depression isn't real just because they cannot see it.
I think that depressed people believe they're depressed, but they shouldn't be depressed. That's an intrusive thought that I had just now. I'm like, she's not actually depressed, but she's convinced she is, so that Big Pharma could sell her pills forever and ever and ever, and she could be constantly in therapy believing she is depressed. And people constantly defend their depression instead of try to believe that they're not.
The alpha male fantasy is already dying. Nobody buys it anymore. All that just lift heavy weights, ignore your feelings, and dominate women advice, it doesn't lead to power. What it leads to is loneliness. And deep down, they know it. Stoicism is useful, but the way they preach it, it's not calm. It's emotional shutdown. The gym isn't their therapy. It is their escape from real feelings they don't want to face. When you keep yelling that you don't care about anything, that's usually the first sign you care way too much and it hurts. Now let's talk about the new shift: therapy talk, vulnerability, inner work. These words are trending, so the alpha bros are borrowing them. But the truth, they are not healing. They are just repackaging their pain as wisdom. Let's get into the idea that depression isn't real. You've heard it before. Just go outside, just lift weights, just get a routine. You know what's funny? That's actually a solid advice for treatment, but not for denial. Saying depression isn't real is like saying diabetes isn't real, because you can control diabetes also with diet and exercise. We treat depression like it's fake just because it's invisible. But we never say that about high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes. New science even tells us that depression isn't about low serotonin, and it's not a chemical imbalance. It's just a communication issues between different parts of your brain, a neuroplasticity problem. That means your brain gets stuck in thought loops, stuck in pain, stuck in hopelessness. Depression is like God. Some people reject it because they can't see it, but the ones who have felt it, they don't need proof, they just know. The loudest voices calling it fake are the ones most afraid to face it. Because if it's real, then they'd have to face their own pain. And that's the one thing they've been running from all along.
I like making people react. I like even if it's laughter, I have the same sort of reaction to when people get upset. I like being able to say stuff and then people go, huh? Or laugh, or I like having an effect on people.
Yeah.
So when I say a racial slur and then people, huh? That's really fun for me.
Of course he does. This isn't about truth. It's about staying relevant, even if it means mocking real suffering to do it. Real healing is quiet. It is slow. It's not something you can live stream for likes. Real healing means doing things that don't always look impressive. Sleeping on time, saying no to people who drain you, taking a walk, asking for help, feeling things that you'd rather run from. And yes, working out helps. Just like it helps with diabetes or heart health or even sleep apnea. But it's not a cure. It's just one part of the treatment. A treatment you only do if you believe the condition is real. So next time when someone tells you depression isn't real, ask them why they are so afraid of things they can't see. Ask them why they preach healing but never show humility. Ask them if they are really okay, because alpha bros aren't winning. They are just hiding. What do you think about this shift from hyper masculinity to being fake vulnerable? Please let me know in the comment section, and stay tuned for my next video. I'll be talking about why some feminine influencers are just trad wives with pretty filters, and how women are being told to abandon themselves for likes.